Hi, this is Brian Schiff with Functionally Fit. In this call I'm going to review a really cool exercise that will focus on improving hip mobility, three-dimensional movement capacity, as well as single limb strength and stability. Whenever I'm looking at exercises, I always want to maximize the benefit of each one for my clientele, and you'll see that a lot of your clients will struggle with hip dissociation and single limb stability, particularly proximal control. So this particular exercise will involve all of those things. I'm going to start with the higher level piece of it, and then we'll kind of break it down. Usually I'll have them hold a medicine ball. In this case, that's what I'll do. We'll put them feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to have them be in a fairly athletic position to start. So I want the knees soft. I'm going to start them with the ball down on the right hip, and as I step back, I'm going to step back with the right leg. I'm going to simultaneously perform a diagonal lift, and we're really working on some hip dissociation, and we're going to move along that spiral line, if you will. So slowly step back. As I do that, I drop into a split squat position. I'm going to lift up, kind of find my end range, and then I'll come back up. So initially, start really slow and controlled so they can work on controlling the movement, because we don't want something sloppy like that. Okay, we want them to understand their strength or stability comes from the front side hip. The mobility piece is they get back and they start to come here. If they're limited in this hip flexor, they may want to lean back and hyperextend. So you're going to have to pay close attention to that. We want it nice and smooth and then up. If they struggle with that kind of control, we'll regress, and I'll have them in a bit of a split position already. You can maneuver the width of this stance in this. You may need to be a little wider, still back on this hip, and now we'll just sit back into it, lift, and come up. This is much easier because they don't have to maneuver the step back piece. Okay? If that's too difficult, we lose the ball altogether, and we can start split position again and just wind and rotate. You're kind of coming through. That allows you to micromanage depth on the split squat. It allows them to feel more in control before you go to something loaded. For the advanced clientele who says, hey, it's pretty easy, they look good, then you go back to your ball and you can actually step and alternate back and forth and perform repetitions that way. But it's a really good exercise. This can be used as part of a dynamic warm-up. It can be used as corrective exercise. It can just really be used for strengthening. You can plug it in to your strength program. So I think you'll find that you get a lot of bang for your buck with this one. It's one that I use a lot of times when I'm working on lower extremity rehab or deficiencies or asymmetries in the lower kinetic chain.